So here we have the assembled stand. Oh, it's quite sweaty work, best done on your knees, as all good things are, because otherwise you'll hurt your back. And a couple of things. First of all, when I was unpacking the bits out of the various bags, like the tube bags and things like that, I noticed that a couple of the nuts in these clamps had come loose, the nuts and bolts, and were in the bottom of the bag. So just beware, make sure that every single fitting has got its full complement of nuts. If they're in the bag, then stick them back in the fitting, screw them up before, otherwise you'll just lose them. It says in the the other thing was a lot of the various fittings, the nuts and bolts, because the nuts and bolts only go one way because they're captive nuts. So some of the fittings, it's the sort of thing I like. Some of the fittings were facing opposite ways, so when you look at it, you'll have nuts one side and then nuts on the other side. So I just basically slid the fittings off the ones that were wrong, flipped them over and put them back on. So it just means all the fittings, the nuts and whatever on the same side, it just looks better. More sort of attention to detail, more professional job, I reckon. Probably wouldn't make any difference whatsoever to the stand, but it just looks better. And what else? It just says in the manual, it says to assemble this to this and that to that and blah blah blah, and then it just says tighten up all the fittings. But if you did that, I don't know if you've ever assembled a lot of stuff, flat pack stuff, if you just tighten it all up, it'll be all out of shape and all over the place. So obviously, I've got a long ruler there, but tape measure or whatever, I just made sure all the fittings on each side, like these clamps and down the bottom here, make sure they're all in the middle, in the same place either side. Same with this bar here and there, make sure they're all in the right place, and then when you tighten it up, as long as it's been made correctly, it'll be fine. So as you can see, it's all nice and square, all upright and stuff like that. So that's that stage done. So I'm now going to have a quick cup of tea.